long can you keep a phone scammer on the line before he snaps? I kept a scammer on the phone for 51 minutes last Tuesday. He hung up crying. Not really crying, but that tight voice a man gets right before he stops being professional. And the best part is, I never once lied to him. Here is how it went. Unknown number. That little half second of dead air after I say hello. A whole room of other phones ringing somewhere behind him. I know this song, and I happen to have nowhere to be. A man clears his throat. Good afternoon, sir. This is Raymond from the Windows Security Department. We have detected a serious infection on your computer. Raymond, from the Windows Security Department. A real place, apparently, with a department. Oh no, I say. That sounds bad. It is very bad, sir. Your computer is leaking your information as we speak. Are you near it right now? I look at the thing in front of me. Yes, I say. I am right in front of it. Good. First, turn it on for me. It is already on. I tell him. I never turn it off. That is unsafe, sir, but fine. Now open it up. I grab the handle and pull. Okay, I say. It is open. Excellent. Do you see your start menu? I do not think mine has a menu. I say. It is a pretty basic one. Sir, every computer has a start. Look for the word start. Oh, I found it. I say. There is a button. It says push to start. Yes. Press that button. I press it. There is a deep rumble and the whole thing shakes a little. Did it work? He asks. Something is definitely happening. I say. It is making a noise now and the seat is buzzing. The seat, he says. I mean the screen. I say. We are booting up. Good, good. Now open a new window for me. A new window, I repeat. Yes, a clean one. Hang on. I roll it down. Cold air pours in. A bus hisses past. There is a long pause. Sir, he says slowly. What was that? That was the window. I say. You said open a new one. It is windy today. Sorry. It should not be windy, sir. Close it. I roll it back up. Better? I ask. Yes. Now find the control panel. I do not have a panel, I say, but there is a little door here. I pop the glove box. An avalanche of napkins, an ice scraper, and a mitten hit the floor. Was that it? I ask. Sir, did you just open a physical compartment? You said find the panel. I say. That is the only flap that opens. Leave the panel. He is tightening up now. I can hear it. Type a command for me. Where do I type? I ask. The keyboard, sir. The keys. I do not have those keys. I say. I have one big round one in the middle and two sticks coming off the side. A round key, he repeats. And two sticks. Yeah, I say. And if I press the round one, it screams. There is a silence. Why? He says. Would a key scream? I figured that was the alarm for the virus. I say. You are really good at your job, Raymond. Sir, press any normal key. Okay, I say, and I tap one of the sticks. A little green arrow starts blinking on the dash. Now there is a green arrow, I tell him helpfully. There is no arrow in the operating system, he says, his voice climbing. Mine has one, I say. It blinks and it clicks. Click, he says. Like the mouse? Maybe, I say. It clicks when I turn. There is a very long, very careful pause. Sir, he says. Are you, by any chance, sitting in a vehicle? I might be, I say. Is that going to be a problem for the antivirus? And that is when Raymond stops being a professional. There is no antivirus for a car, he yells. The entire script gone. Just a man in a room full of phones screaming the truth at last. You cannot get a computer virus in a car. Are you doing this on purpose? Whoa, I say. You called me Raymond. You said my computer was sick. I was only trying to help. He is breathing like he ran here. Fine, fine, pull over. Open your real computer, the actual one. I am at my actual one, I say. The screen is even frozen. Frozen, he says. And I swear I hear hope crawl back into his voice like maybe we are saved. Yeah, I say. The whole screen is iced over. It is cold out. Give me a second. I will scrape it. He does not say anything, so I keep going. Hey, while I have you, I say. There is an orange one. The what? He says. Exhausted. The little orange light, I say. Shaped like an engine. It has been glowing on my computer for 3 months now. I just assumed that was the infection you keep calling about. Somebody from your department rings me every week. I figured today was finally the day we fixed it. There is a long quiet. Sir, he says, very softly now. That is a check engine light. See, I say. This is exactly why I needed an expert. He hangs up on me, which is rude after all the cooperation I gave him. But I will say this much for Raymond and the whole Windows Security Department. My computer has not run this smooth in years.